Okay, so imagine someone waiting for the bus, and the first thing what they actually do is miss the bus. So they go for a walk instead. On their way home, a stranger asks where the supermarket is. They got into a conversation, and the stranger offers them a job offer. Still confused? Take this example better. You decided to not study for one of your upcoming exams. You thought, hey, I always get good scores on my English exams. Why study for it? I'll pass anyway. So, you take the exam, took all of your other exams, waited a couple of days, and got your paper, in which you will see that you failed a couple of exams. You also get to hear from school that one of the reasons why you won't be graduating anywhere soon is because you failed an exam, in which in this example is your English exam. So, you go home, you cry about it, and tell your best friend about it too, in which she answers with, "That's some really bad luck, dear." That is not luck, neither is it bad luck. It's rather an effect. In this case, the effect is called the butterfly effect. In this video, I will show you what the butterfly effect is and why it is different from other effects and why it is also clearly different from luck. Because luck is clearly different from an effect. Did you see a certain path in both examples? Both of them started with a cause. In example 1, it was that they missed the bus, and in example 2, it was that they decided to not study for the exam. They thought, I pass it anyway. Both of the situations had an end reaction, or an effect as we call it. One of them was getting a job offer, and the other one was not graduating. If you see both of the examples, it looks exactly like a reaction chain. You have a cause and then a reaction. In both examples, the reaction was unpredictable. It causes an effect. When a reaction chain is unpredictable, we call it the butterfly effect. The term butterfly effect comes from the idea that a butterfly is flapping its wings in one part of the world through a small chain of events and interactions. Eventually, it causes something as big as a tornado, in another part of the world at least. The concept was popularized by meteorologist Edward Lorenz in the 1960s while studying weather patterns and chaos theory. At first, you would be kind of confused. How does a butterfly create a tornado? There isn't really a logical order between them. Well, that's kind of the point. If I told you that the reason that I got a job is because I missed the bus, you would probably think I ate way too many carrots that I'm starting to think like a rabbit. If we look at the full reaction chain itself, you will see that the person waiting on the bus and that they missed the bus, so they go for a walk instead, suddenly got into a conversation with the stranger, and at the end, the stranger gives them a job offer, is kind of a reaction chain. But isn't that the domino effect? No, it is not. The domino effect is exactly the same as the butterfly effect, but the clear difference between them is that the domino effect is predictable. It kind of says it in the name already. It's like a stack of dominoes falling down on each other. Take this example. You decided to study for your chemistry exam, even though it is not one of your best subjects. As long as you study, you pass. So you study for your exam, you take the exam, and you get your results back, in which you lead to a pass. Kind of in a situation where you predicted it, because you studied for it. In this situation, it wouldn't be the butterfly effect, because the reaction chain is predictable. We knew that we were going to pass, because we studied. If you look at the situation 1 and situation 2, it is quite different. In one of them, you didn't study because you never studied for the exam anyway, and you always passed it, but it was actually this time different and you failed, in which the effect of it was that you didn't graduate. While in the second situation, it was predictable. You studied for your exam even though you knew you were going to pass, and therefore you knew that you were also going to graduate. So, the butterfly effect, a reaction chain that is unpredictable. The domino effect, a reaction chain that is predictable. Got it? But isn't that luck in both examples? In science, we say everything happens for a reason. Like absolutely everything and anything that will happen or that already has happened has an underlying rule. So does luck. Take this example too. Bobby makes himself ready for his workday. He picks up his coin and puts it into his pocket. On the way to work, he gets a phone call. He picks it up from his phone and the coin fell out of his pocket. Bobby didn't notice that. Me on a very, very lazy day decided to actually walk to work instead of picking up the metro. On my way to work, I find a coin, in which I'm happy about because hey, that's free money. In this situation, where I find the coin is luck, there is absolutely no underlying rule for me that I will be guaranteed to find that coin. It was random, unpredictable, it just came there. The coin falling out of Bobby's pocket is a part of his reaction chain. He could maybe go back and search for the coin and he won't find it because who is leaving a coin on the streets? It's basically free money. And perhaps because of that, he could be late to work, and if things got even so worse, it would be fired. Which is kind of dramatic, but you get the point. But the luck itself becomes a part of my reaction chain too. But the luck could become a part of my reaction chain. Maybe after a very long day of work, I decided to get an ice cream, and I just needed one coin more to pay it off. So that one coin that I found on the streets will become a part of my reaction chain because I used the coin to pay for my ice cream. So, a really fast summary. The butterfly effect is when a chain of reaction is unpredictable, while the domino effect is the opposite. It's when a chain of reaction is predictable. And luck is when someone's underlying rules suddenly meet yours. It's always unpredictable to you, but is a cause to the other. I mean, it paid off my ice cream though.